Yeah, that self-belief issue is an interesting one, to the point where I actually felt like my maximum self-belief was the moment that I actually got dropped out of the team. And it felt like I was just about to take off, and then things didn't go to plan. But there's lessons in that as well.
I actually want to ask you about that, so I'm going to use that opportunity to do it now. You wrote about it in your book, and you said that you found out that you did not make national selection from a press release on the internet.
Yeah.
How cutthroat is cricket? What did that feel like?
Yeah, well, that hasn't changed that much. I mean, there is some communication, and it's certainly changed now that there's a sort of a younger generation who are making those phone calls. There are arguments to both sides of this coin. One is you're either in or you're out, and you can be pandered to and given reasons, and really brought through the process or taken along that journey, or you can just be told and you find out and you get on with it and you get better and it makes you hungrier. So, look, I'm probably somewhere in the middle. I think if you're not selected in a team and you've never been in the team, I don't think you necessarily deserve much of an explanation. But if you're in the team and you get dropped, I think it probably, there's a duty of care, but also they're the same players that you actually want to probably reintegrate into the team at some stage. If they've been good enough to play over a period of time, then at some stage when their form returns, you want them back to their best, and strong communication as to where those areas of improvement can get better. But to get to the question, how cutthroat is it? Yes, it's very cutthroat. There are, 460 odd people have probably played cricket for Australia in Test cricket over the history of, over 100 years. So it's pretty competitive.
What do you think about that approach, looking back at that? I mean, these are still young men, still developing young men, finding their way in life. Do you think that is the right way to go about it?
I think you could point to a whole range of reasons why not, and one major reason that we're now seeing is there's a whole range of mental health issues in professional sport, not just cricket. And there are societal wide issues, but specifically in cricket, I think there was a survey done of the players not so long ago, let's say in the last 3 years, where 1 in 5 had suicidal thoughts in the last 4 weeks. Like, we're talking about significant mental challenges that face the pressures of young sportsmen and women. And this is only another input into that. And so I'm all for looking at, if you view the players as assets rather than, a cost base, or, if the administrators actually view them as this is our most valuable asset, well, what would you do? You would nurture that asset so that your return on capital is high, as opposed to disposing of it as soon as, there might be some unintended use or life cycle end. So it's just a different mentality, but I'm certainly of the opinion of nurturing.